Hey everybody, welcome to the Embrace Vitality live show. Today we're going to talk about how you can stop overhauling your life, because our usual way of setting goals is to overhaul. We go for the New Year's resolution style of goal, where we go from where we are right now to this big massive change. So today I'm going to give you my 7 strategies that make like tiny little lifestyle refinements but have a huge impact. So definitely stay tuned for that. Plus I have a bonus one. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather Thatcher. I'm a registered nurse, Reiki master, and the Vitality lifeguard. And every week we come here together on the Embrace Vitality live show to talk about things, health and wellness, and just like little tweaks that we can make to our life that will make things easier for us to be healthy. So I see a couple people signing on Facebook and Instagram, so just let me know when you guys get here. Say a quick hello. So like I said, our usual way of setting goals is to go big or go home. And we often don't really take into consideration where we're starting from. Or maybe we do, but we just expect a lot from ourselves. So we expect to go maybe from complete couch potato to going to the gym 5 times a week. And we do that, maybe we can sustain it for a week, 2 or 3 if we're lucky, but it gets to be too much because it's too different. We go too fast and we don't necessarily consider everything else that we've got going on in our life to see if we can make it happen. So today I'm going to give you 7 quick tips to refining your lifestyle. And these refinements are going to hopefully be easy to implement, because I'm going to be tagging them onto things that you usually do throughout the day. And that's one of the big tips that you can do, is sort of make little tiny changes along the way. So without further ado, my tips. Tip number 1, turn your cell phone into a drinking game. So whenever you grab your cell phone to check your likes or post on social media or respond to a text or just like scroll through the Facebook newsfeed and get kind of lost in that, take a big drink of water. So every time you're checking your phone, which is something which I know you guys all do throughout the day, take a big drink of water. And then if you keep on that habit, you'll probably get really close to getting your hydration goal in, your 8 to 10 glasses a day, really quick. So yeah, good bonus there. But also doing this is going to help you bring your awareness to how much you're checking your phone during the day. Because especially if you get started, you might really notice is how much you're checking it, because every time you check it, you've got to reach for your water. Speaking of. All right, so tip number 2, eat whatever you're craving in its healthiest form. So if you want fries, eat a baked potato. Dustin really loves ice cream, like loves ice cream, but banana ice cream works really well. I have a recipe for that included in the free guide that goes along with this show. So definitely, if you're interested in the banana ice cream recipe, sign up for that. You could also go for something like yogurt, because really, if you're going for ice cream, you're probably looking for that like rich, creamy sort of flavor. So yogurt works really well for that. If you want chips and salsa, maybe try, depending on what you're looking for. So if you're going for like chips and salsa because you want something salty, then going for one of those like rice cake kind of things would be a really good alternative to that. But if you're going for it because you want something crunchy, then, you know, and we've done this before too, celery dipped in salsa is really good. And you still get that same like crunchy mouth sensation, and you also get to still eat your salsa, but then you don't have all of the calorie fat-laden chips. So yeah, it's just sort of like thinking outside the box, thinking like, what am I craving about this food? So for ice cream, am I craving the cool texture? Am I craving this like creamy texture? What can I do to eat this in its healthiest form? That's tip number 2. Number 3, modify your environment to make it work for you. Make it easier for you to do healthy activities. So don't keep your free weights or your resistance bands or all that kind of thing locked away in a cupboard somewhere. Pull those out, put them right next to your coffee table or right next to your spot on the couch. And when commercial breaks come on, do a couple of arm curls, do some presses, something just to get your body moving. Maybe you can get up and just stretch during the commercial breaks. These are your time. It is 100% your time, and you do not need to see that same awful car commercial again and again and again. It's your time. Make sure that you use it. Also, like there's a whole pile of different things that happen during your day that you could like put little sticky reminders in places to help you remember to do something healthy. So like your coffee takes about 2 minutes to brew. 2 minutes a time that you could be doing something like doing some squats or some lunges. So put a little sticky note like just above the fridge or just above your coffee machine saying like, don't forget you wanted to stretch out your hamstrings while you were waiting for your coffee to brew, or you wanted to do a couple of squats while you were waiting for your coffee to come. So, decide what you want to do and then set yourself a little sticky note. Another thing that you can do is pair a new habit with something that you do routinely. So you can make your routine mindful maybe. Like let's say you want to incorporate more mindfulness or more meditation into your day. So when you are brushing your teeth in the morning, are you actually brushing your teeth? Or are you already at work thinking about the long list of emails that are waiting for you? Or when you're having a shower, are you already thinking about the morning meeting? Or when you're driving home from work, are you already thinking about all the steps that you need to do to prepare dinner? Can you just slow down and make all of your general routine things part of your day mindful? And when you're more aware of what's happening in your environment, when you're more present in that moment, you're actually able to pick up on subtle things. So you're not caught off guard quite as much. So it feels more like you're in control of your life and less like life's happening to you. So lots of good things you can do there by making your routine a little bit more mindful. Number 5, make your day harder. So Dr. Mike Evans is a staff physician in Toronto, and he has a pile of excellent YouTube videos. And one of them is called Let's Make Your Day Harder. And so it kind of sounds like, I don't really want to do that. But I'm going to let you know that you can do a pile of little things throughout the day that can actually have a huge impact on your health. So going out for a 10-minute walk has actually been shown multiple times, and there was a research study done in Japan that looked into this. So all of the people that walked to work and their walk was up 10 minutes or longer had a significant decrease in their risk for having a heart attack. So even just 10 minutes of walking can really lower your risk of a heart attack. It can really support your heart health. So at lunchtime, can you go and do a walk around the block before you come back to sit down? And like, don't tell me that your lunch break's only a half hour. You don't have time for this. My lunch breaks are only a half hour. I go for a walk around the hospital. It takes me about 10 minutes to eat. So I know, like, if I decide to go for a 10 or 15-minute walk, I'll still have time to come back, warm up my food, say hi to everybody, eat my food, take a breath, and then I can go back. But I know that I'm helping my health. Another thing that you can do, I know everybody says take the stairs, but what does that mean if you work on the 12th floor? Like, come on now. Not super realistic to take all 12 flights of stairs every time you're going up and down. But how about if you were to take the elevator up to the 10th floor and walk up the stairs those extra 2 floors? That's doable, right? Or you could take the elevator all the way up and go up 1 more floor, go to, well, I guess they don't really have 13 floors. They usually don't have that on elevators. Have you guys noticed? People are superstitious. So you can go up to the 14th floor and walk down 1 level. So different little tweaks like that. You could also park your car at the back of the parking lot and not spend your time trying to like weave through the aisles and find the one parking spot right at the front, like superstar parking. Park at the back of the lot. You know, like those spaces that are reserved for people who want to live longer. Those ones are for you. Because those extra couple of steps before you get to the store will have a major impact on your life. And this one segues quite well into tip number 6. This is the 15-minute rule. This one's pretty simple. If you can walk there in 15 minutes or less, put your car keys away. Because really, if you think about it, by the time you get your stuff all on and then you get your car keys and you try and find them because now they're somewhere else and now you need your wallet because you're driving, and then You get the car started, you drive all the lights along the way, and then you try and find that beautiful, perfect parking spot as you're trying to work your way around, and then you park, and then you get in. It's probably going to be about 15 minutes anyway, so you might as well just walk. You can also bring some bags, maybe do smaller grocery shops, go a couple of times during the week, only get the essentials. And plus, if you know that you're going to be carrying it all home, especially if you're going to the grocery store with this for your 15-minute rule, odds are you're going to leave all of the extra stuff. So like none of the chocolate bars and big Costco packs of cookies or anything like that are going to make it home with you because you know you have to carry it. So it's going to help in multiple ways there. All right, so tip number 7 kind of goes back to what we started with here. So this is where, when we're setting goals, you really want to pay attention to where you're starting from. Because if, let's say you want to get up to go to the gym, right? But you have to be able to get up early enough so you can make it there before work and still make it there on time. Or maybe you want to go out for a walk or anything like that. You need to get up a bit earlier. But if you usually wake up at 7, and in order to make this feasible before you go to work so that you can still drive to the gym, get a good workout in, feel good about it, shower, do your hair and your makeup and all that, and then head on to work, it means you're probably going to have to get up maybe at 5 a.m. So there's like a big, massive discrepancy there, because right now you're waking up at 7, but in order to make your goal feasible, you maybe need to wake up at 5. So that's going to be a massive shift if you try and just like wake up 2 hours earlier just out of the blue. Mm-hmm. Gross. So I would rather that you think about, what do I need to put into place to make this feasible? What do I need to do to build the foundation to make this happen for me? So that might mean that because you need to wake up 2 hours earlier to be able to make it to the gym, that you're going to start to set your alarm 5 minutes earlier each day until you get to 5 a.m. And you can get up and you can go to the gym if you feel like going for a shorter time or something like that. But really build your foundation first. Get your body used to being up that early and doing something and getting out of bed, and then work on getting out to the gym as well. Does that make sense? Which one of the tips was your favorite? Did one of those stand out for you? Let me know. And then the bonus tip, the last tip, which I'm going to tell you, is when you're preparing dinner or any kind of food in general, chew gum. Because spearmint does not go with very many things. So if you're chewing gum and got that like beautiful spearmint flavor in your mouth, you're not going to be tempted to snack while you're busy cooking dinner. Right? Because also gum doesn't really go with a whole lot of things. You don't want to swallow that either. Hey, I got a couple of people from Instagram. Nice to see you guys. We just went through our 7 tips for creating some healthy lifestyle changes that are small. So rather than like going for the big lifestyle overhaul, we're doing like 7 little things that you can do for yourself, plus the bonus tip. So thank you very much. Those were all the 7 tips for today. So I just want to sort of give you a bit of a rundown about what's happening in March. So the first big, super exciting thing is we have a totem animal meditation. And so that's when I'm going to be leading this guided meditation to help you discover your totem animal or your power animal, your spirit animal. And so we can learn so much from our animals, basically in how they live, how they react to their environment, can give you a lot of insight as to how you react and live in your environment. Very, very insightful. It was really well received when we did it last December. So I'm doing them 4 times a year. So there's not a whole lot of them. The next one is on March 20th. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it is 100% free. You're going to be walked through the entire meditative journey. We'll go through a bunch of different environments to allow your animal to reveal itself to you. And then there'll be an opportunity afterwards to sort of discuss it a little bit further. So if meditation is your thing, on Instagram, at least once a week, I'm posting some 60-second meditations, which is like a really good, quick way to just do like a quick body scan or a quick check-in, check into your mental health, your self-talk, all that kind of thing. So definitely go over and check out my Instagram account if you're interested in that. Plus, I'm going to be posting some longer guided meditations on the Instagram stories. So check those out if you're interested. Next week on the live show, I'm going to give you a rundown. Oh, no, what am I going to do next week? I just changed it. Coming up, though, we're going to be talking about like all the different popular diets. So like your keto, your vegan, your plant-based, your Mediterranean, your South Beach, all those different things. Paleo gets in there too. So I'm going to break those all down for you to kind of talk about all the different aspects that they all offer. Plus, I'm going to let you know what the best diet is for you. But I bet you it's not quite what you think. Yeah, so that's coming up. Next week, though, we're going to be talking about anxiety and worry and what's the difference between the two of them and then how you can best support your health through that. FYI, I am going to be starting back into 12-hour shift work again. Night shifts. Not my favorite thing, but what can you do? That's the life of a nurse. So if there's any shift workers out there, you know exactly how this is going to go because I cannot commit to the same bat time, same bat channel every week. Well, same bat channel. But I'm going to give you lots of notice to when the times are for the shows. So check the Facebook page for the live show events. They're going to be put out there several weeks in advance, so you'll be able to know what day of the week they're going to be on that week. And then for those of you on Instagram, I'll let you know the day before on the Instagram story. So definitely make sure you're watching out for that. Oh, right. For this episode, I have a opt-in, a free resource guide that walks you through, sort of gives you like the rundown of these 7 tips again. Plus, I give you a recipe for that banana ice cream. And then I also give you a list of really helpful apps that I found for your health. So they're all healthy apps and they are all free. Yes. So sign up for that at www.heatherthatcher.com/live. And that will give you a link to sign up for that resource. You're going to get a summary of all the 7 tips that we talked about. We're going to give you the recipe for the banana ice cream. And then we're also going to give you a whole pile of different health apps that'll really work out well for you. And they are all free. So golden. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys all next week. Bye.